Another job opportunity that you can have with pursuing a degree in horticulture is irrigation. Irrigation is necessary in order to have a beautiful landscape. It is also very important to have your system, if you have an automatic system, that it operates correctly and it's properly installed. Water conservation is very important, so we need to be responsible with that resource that we have. And so let's look at these guys. Here's a couple of guys that are working in irrigation. And as you see, they are putting in a system. They're running a line for this homeowner to make sure that he keeps his beautiful landscape. And this is the field operations manager for Howell Landscape and Maintenance, and his name is Victor. Let's see what he has to tell us and why he chose the field of horticulture.
Um, we're on the job site right now. The customer called us, and whoever installed the irrigation system before us, really, they cut corners. Why they did it, we don't know. They tried to use the turf heads to water the beds, ornamentals, and a rotator head puts out too much water to really in an uneven pattern for ornamentals. So what we're doing now is, if you'll notice the dry areas in the grass, that comes from trying to ask too much out of one head. They're asking the rotator head not only to water the grass, but to water the flowers. And due to the length of a rotator head, it's reaching the flower bed, but it's leaving a dry area around the front of the bed. In this yard right here, he has about 90% coverage rate, which is terrible. 100% is terrible. 90%, 100% is stream to stream. What you want is about 100 and head to head is what you want, head to head coverage. And he's not even got that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an MP rotator right in the middle of here. It conserves on its water, and it'll get this spot right here, and then allow him to have a little bit more coverage on a head-to-head action, because it frees this head up to go right there, and it frees this head up without overspraying his dry area. On the back side of you, he had the same problem. We installed an MP rotator over there, and it's going to get this other dry area in front of the azalea bush. Just like with a lot of irrigation work, when you're coming behind somebody who didn't do a professional job to begin with, it's harder. We're having to fix a lot of the wiring problems and just a lot of overlapping. What you see now is we're just basically putting it back, but what we have to do at the end is we'll have to go get some dry dirt and come back and actually just fill in our mounds, because as the ground settles, it'll settle. There's a settling rate to it. But once we get that done, we pretty much got that under control. We'll adjust the heads. We put in a new zone for his ornamentals to segregate his turf from his ornamentals. So now he's getting water on his roses. We're doing an overhead spray on the roses, which is what he wanted. Which truly, you're honestly supposed to do a root system, a drip system on the roses. But being that the customer wanted overhead, we gave him what he wanted. It has took approximately about 5 hours so far to install one zone and to do what we're doing right now. It wouldn't have took as long if we didn't come into so much shortcuts on the wiring. I just had to go rewire it and use good wire. It's just I enjoy doing the irrigation. I enjoy doing the outside work. I mean, mainly because it's hot, it's cold, but it's something that needs to be done. And I'm doing it, and I dip. So I enjoy being able to do it because I dip and I can spit when I want to spit. So I mean, if you want the truth, that's the truth. Uh, but that's pretty much it right now. We're working on finishing this job up, and what we try to do is just do it to the best quality and professional way we can do it. I mean, in irrigation, you can cut so many corners, but the only thing you're doing is making a problem for the next man or the customer. And I would just tell you to try to do it right the first time. Less problems and easier for somebody to come back behind you in case you can't get to it and fix.
Do you make a good living at doing this? Do you see potential to grow your income, or you just do this because you like to dip and spit?
No, I mean, I do it for the income. I mean, to be honest with you, horticulture and landscaping is an opportunity for somebody who has went off the beaten path at one time too. Jobs like this open a door for people who might have made mistakes when they were young, and that's another good thing about horticulture and outside work is if you have made bad choices, you can always choose this kind of field, and it even will help you out. People, a lot of people like me, you see the tattoos and stuff like that. In other professions, people look down on that, but in professions like this, it's overlooked to a certain. They give you a credit on what you can do and accomplish because they can see, and it's about how hard you'll work. It's not about exactly your appearance. As long as you're upkept, it's not what you used to be, but how you're working now, and you can prove yourself. It opens a whole bunch of different ways of proving yourself. So that's another reason why I like it, because it's a job opportunity for people who want to better themselves, who are not afraid of working. And it can be in anybody. You don't have to have a 4.0 to come out here and do this. You just got to be willing to learn and work. And you can take some of the dumbest people in the world and get them out here and just show them and teach them and train them, and they can be some of the wisest people in the world. So it's just a whole lot of opportunity if you want it, but it's hard work. Um, Nothing's ever been given to me, and you know, like I said, rain. We work in the rain sometimes. You work in the cold. Your hands cut up. Your legs hurt. I can show you my ankle. I got a twisted ankle. I mean, you just got to work. So as long as you're willing to work, you can do what you want to and make your own profit. It's all about how hard you'll work as an individual and how much money you can make and how smart you are when you get it. And that's pretty much it. Now I got to get back to work because I don't believe in letting my employees do all the work. So I got to get back to work.
Do you mind if we ask your employee Austin a few questions?
If you don't mind talking to you.
Austin, what would you tell someone as to why they should choose a career in horticulture and irrigation, and why would you be doing this?
Um, I love working outside. Uh, it's a very good thing to learn to always have under your belt to be able to get in your yard and fix anything that breaks. Um, I enjoy working under the sun. I'm not an AC person. Irrigation's fun, especially if you like to be in water and like to get wet. Very good job. Um, I've been doing it for 2.5 years and never thought about doing anything else. I love it.